Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final episode of ExpAfrica.Live. It's been an incredible day as Kinetic Events Africa has welcomed over 53 teams. In fact, I think it's 49 teams over the finish line in the last 24 hours. It has been absolute manic here. And with that, we have sitting with us Team ThisAbility, who were the last across the finish line. Last doesn't mean last place, but you were the last across the line. Welcome, guys.
Thank you for having us.
You guys must be buggered, and now you're forced to sit on this live TV show. Are you hating it or loving it?
Loving it.
Loving it. Yeah, there's still just enough adrenaline to...
Just enough.
Just enough.
Okay, well, we're going to use every ounce of it right now.
That should be awesome. This is a 3-hour show, right?
It is definitely a 3-hour show.
No problem.
So how are you guys feeling? You've just crossed the line. You had probably one of the most enthusiastic welcomes I've ever seen. I was blown away. I was actually going, I think I want to be last in Adventure Race.
You should. It's fun.
What is the vibes like when you came off the sups, off the water?
Yeah, and it's a little intimidating. I'm not quite sure what to do.
Did you want to paddle back up and like...
No. We're done.
For me, it's exactly what I was hoping to get out of it. Watching the teams last year come through and come in and do the interviews and all of that, it seemed like that's the race I wanted to do, that where it doesn't matter if you're first or last, but everybody celebrated just for whatever you went out there and did, because all of us do epic stuff, and some of it's slow and some of it's fast, but for whoever did it, it's epic, and so it's just a neat culture.
And I mean, you guys must have had some epics out there. You did 129 hours racing. That is insane. I mean, before we get into the stuff I really want to know, just quickly, 129 days of racing, that's Sunday right through to Sunday. How many hours of sleep did you guys get, roughly?
You accumulate maybe 2 hours a night?
Yeah, probably averaged about 2 hours a night, and very short spurts. Like first night we blew through, and then a little 10 minutes here or 20 minutes there. I think the longest was 2 hours maybe, which was like bark, 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 bark,
Longest
bark, bark.
actual sleep was 2 hours.
Like every
Perhaps
dog
not,
in this neighborhood and every Rodrigues, every dog barks nonstop. It's just so when it's 2 hours, it's 30 minutes of sleep with the rest of it being barking, waking you up.
Yeah, and sleep's pretty much just what you're wearing. Just lay down on the grass, find a spot that doesn't have a stone, and 20 minutes on the watch, wake up.
And that's the beautiful thing about this place, is the weather's great all time round, excluding the wind, and you can just lie down. Were you...
I think, no, you're very wrong. We were so cold.
Really?
The coldest, I can't believe it. We were either freezing cold
Shiver.
or we were boiling hot. So we took off our jackets on and off all day, every day. You get into the little gullies and the riverbeds and it'd be steamy and so hot and unbearable. And as soon as you topped out, the wind would be blowing and you'd be freezing again.
Sure,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Because
Very
we're
different
sweating.
from
I
my
mean,
hotel room. It's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it, we're there, we're sweating, we're not
Or swimming.
we're swimming or something, but we were wet like the whole time. It felt like it was wet the whole time, and so the minute you stop moving, the wind just makes you cold. So it's like we start most of the time when we went to sleep, and this was my fault as a team captain that I let this occur. Like we pretty much just we'll sleep when we need sleep, which means the sleep monsters are attacking more than 50% of us, and they're like, okay. We're now silly drunken sailors. We need to like lay down because we're gonna do something stupid or get hurt. And so we just all of a sudden we need somewhere now because all of us are just our brains are shutting off. And so we just end up wherever. And it would be in 1 minute it's this guy's yard or this spot on the side of the road.
Next, in front of the shop.
In front of a shop. I mean, a shop that was closed. It's concrete. We just laid back and there we are. It looked like a bunch of dead bodies with 3 bikes for sale.
And just 3 bikes.
Yeah, 3 bikes.
Free.
Free bikes for sale.
There are some adventure races that actually end up running on a tandem. That's all I was like concerned.
And
This
we
place,
ended
the
up
tandem would be special.
like we were walking from the tortoises is what you call them. We were walking from the tortoise to the other cave section. We're all freezing to death, and the wind was blowing really hard. And so we got behind this like little tiny wall, and it blocked the wind. And we tried to sleep, and it was like, oh my god, we're gonna die. This sucks. So we jumped back up, and we got into the cave, and it was like, it's nice in here. It's quiet. There's no wind. It's dark. We just need to sleep in the cave. So we got to the last CP and we just
Sorry,
bedded down in
is
the
this the
cave.
actual tortoise caves, the
No,
700 meter?
We almost did it there. But we
Okay.
realized, I don't know you guys, but it looks so good to sleep there. But we were like, oh, their racers are coming through, and it was like, it just wasn't right. But the other cave seemed secluded enough. We just bedded down there, and 2 teams came through while we were there, but I slept like a baby. So it's kind of neat to sleep in a cave.
So after 129 hours of racing, you guys must have experienced some epic stuff. People have been talking about swimming underneath the night skies with fish jumping in front of their faces. What has this adventure race given you an experience that any other normal race or any other normal day wouldn't you? Like that almost, if you had to go to a braai for the South Africans and a barbecue for you guys, and you had to say, oh, well, I experienced this, what would make your friends go, I'm not interested in hearing that. That can't be true.
I think the sailing out to the little islands, they're just so beautiful. It felt raw, and we got out and
up, and then we'd keep going. Yeah, well, it's not pleasant, like it's miserable, but it worked. And yeah, so I don't know. I'd probably do it differently next time. But
it's not pleasant, but some aspects of it are pleasant. Like when you're walking around and everything's popping into your head, like random figurines and shapes and cartoons and stuff. It's pretty sure.
Yeah.
You know, breaks the monotony of the early. No, we had one swim back where the sun had set like halfway through the swim, but it was still twilight, so yeah.
we went really fast that
didn't
time
have
to
a lot.
avoid it.
Yes.
We kind of just that was something we didn't really want to do, is swim across with the current and the waves and the wind. Bike, it's dangerous, but it's fun. Swimming at night with the current and all of that, it's kind of like it's so that one time when it was twilight, I don't think you guys wanted to.
Please switch us over.
Yep, I'm starting to come down. I can feel myself like.
What's up, everybody? Here we are, T11. This is the SUP component of the race, stand-up paddleboard for the long version. The teams will come here, jump on here, and they will do a 3K SUP to the finish line. And before they know it, they will be sitting, having drinks, eating food, and it'll be happy days. Rodrigues style. Here we go.
One of the local volunteers here, chilling on the island. Have you had a good time at Expedition Africa?
Of course, I've been in many places I've never been before, and I've seen how the teams are very enjoying the activities, and that's fun.
Good. Were you born in Rodrigues?
Yes, Rodrigues.
Fantastic. Thank you for having us on your island.
Good
Beautiful.
luck.
Hey guys, what's up? Sup? Rodrigues, we love you. What about the kisses? Is julle reg vir die laaste een?
Yes, this is the only leg I have left because these two don't mean anything. Useless. Wat is dan hier nog weer voete voor die arm? Ja, kom.
Alright, sorry about that. It appears that after all our episodes throughout the week, we just had some sound issues. So we do apologize for that. We are live, still live here with Team ThisAbility, and we're going to be wrapping up with them soon. So just keep joining us for this little segment, and we still have more to come. Sorry about that, guys. I know you're tired. You must be tired.
That's another 12 hours.
That's another 12 hours.
We just need to sleep on the ground for like 10 minutes. We'll be fine.
We can do that on another ad break if you want. I'm actually surprised that when we were doing that you guys just didn't doze off and put your heads back and.
We're getting into the swing of it.
So,
Surprisingly.
someone mentioned, and I don't know whether it's hearsay already. Like this is me just going out on a limb here. Someone mentioned that you guys witnessed a tortoise giving birth in one of the caves. It's like travelled from there. I wasn't a part of your interviews and it came to here. Is that true?
Well, yeah.
Very
Yeah,
closely.
we saw it dig a hole and lay an egg. So
And cover it
We
up.
didn't see an egg.
cover it up.
We did.
You saw an
We
egg?
saw the egg.
I didn't see it.
Yes.
I did see that. I saw them dig. Yeah, because they kind of dig with their little back leg, and then they eventually lay the egg. I didn't see the egg, but you could tell that the eggs are about to occur. Because we run on a trail where it seems like a certain time of year turtles are laying eggs all the time, and I put it on Facebook, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's so great!" To see one that's like freaking 5 feet diameter do it was amazing. Yeah, that was neat. And we went by them like 3 different times. Because we kept getting lost.
More than that.
More than that, 5 times.
6,
So we could like see the progress being made as we're wandering around in the caves lost. That's awesome.
Alright, from the get-go, from the start to the end, sailing played a big role in the entire race. You became familiar with your home boat, as people have started to call it. Do you miss it already? Do you want to go back there?
Yeah, I can still feel it.
Yeah.
You're going to lie in a real bed tonight. And
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it was good.
It was the love-hate relationship.
I know, I
Like
love that.
transitioning out of the boat, like I didn't want to get wet to go get some stuff because it got me cold and stuff was always in the way, and yeah, but it was just so beautiful, and we were all together and seeing amazing things. I mean, I thought that was really authentic to Rodrigues. Like I've never seen any boats like that anywhere else, and just amazingly beautiful.
But it really is a special thing just for this race to be able to experience that.
No, I think what we paddled close on 60 k's around the island. So
With an 800 kilogram boat.
yeah, but I had my reservations regarding this boat and was pleasantly surprised at how well and efficiently it moved. So
Yeah, they said once it was moving, it was moving.
yes, no, very nice.
How hard was it to get moving?
No, not too bad.
Turning it was hard.
Turning it is a bit of a mission without a rudder, but with a paddle as a rudder, worked quite well. If you have a bit of a side breeze, that keel can sort of keep you in a direction. It's difficult to manipulate, but no, it was definitely worked.
Sure, that's
And
fantastic.
it was kind of almost a joke, but I bought a kite, like a foil kite, and I was like, if I could just deploy a kite and we can just go downwind, maybe that'll help. And I think all of us were surprised, like we deploy the kite, it's like, oh, this is a waste of time, Chip wants to play with this kite. I send this damn thing up and it hooked it to the boat, and all of a sudden, like we're like, you can see like a little wake on there, and then we kind of stopped paddling and the boat's still going, and I was like, it's working. You're like, this is, holy crap, this is awesome. So I think we deployed it a total of 3 times out and back, and it worked every time. And it can't go upwind with it, you can't go sideways like a sail, so it wasn't as cool as some of the other boats, but it worked. And so that was, I thought that was a big success. It's like I brought this kite all the way from the U.S. to Africa, and it actually helped us for like an hour.
All right, I don't want to keep you guys for too long. You are tired, and I'm sure you'd love a shower and a good night's rest. Just quickly, I'd like to hear just from each of you your highlight of the race and just what it means to be on this island of Rodrigues. Andrea?
You're gonna make me go first?
I'm putting you on the spotlight.
Because I'll probably cry. It's just been a dream of ours for a long time. So the high was getting to see Chip being successful. Like he's really loves adventure racing, as do I, but he's the navigator, he's team captain, and he's tough on himself, and a lot of people don't know that. So to see him walk right up to a checkpoint like he put it there is, I love seeing that. And you know, when some of us weren't quite as motivated as he was, I think he called him Pokemon. Like he's like, well, we can just go get some more checkpoints. Like,
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
like Pokemon. So anyway, Chip was also the motivator. So there wasn't any one specific thing that was the highlight, but just having that experience was really cool. So, and of course, you know, coming together of like-minded people. Like sometimes you just don't know what's going to happen, and it gave me faith in people that you know, there's good people out there, and these are 2 of them. So, okay, that's enough. Your turn.
And we talked about this on the first show, that I kind of fell in love with this race particularly because I'd seen all the other racers come through and really liked, I felt like I could be part of the race from afar, and I knew it was like, I want to be on that couch, you know, coming across that finish line. And so the highlight for me, I think, is going through all of that, the approach. I mean, just, you know, we're way off and we can hear the music and it's like the build-up. It was like, God, I've been, we said last April or whenever this race got launched, I was like, I was on the phone, my cell phone at 8 a.m. in the morning, like woke up and registered for that race so I didn't want to miss out. And then a year and a half later to have that goal just play out perfectly with awesome teammates that I mean, we would never have known each other if it wasn't for the fact it was like, hey, we've got a team, but I need 2 teammates. What do you guys think? And here we are. And so, I mean, adventure racing's my sport, and adventure racers are my people. And so it's like this is where I feel at home, and out adventure racing is where I feel alive, I guess is the way to put it. Rodrigues is really interesting. Culturally, it's really neat. It seemed like the community really embraced the sport in this race, and it seemed like everywhere we went, people were like, da-da-da, hey, go, go, go. You know, they high five. Little kids put their hands out for high fives. It's like I've never been in a sport where there's like you're a celebrity going through the town, and it seemed like every time you like look at your map, a local's like, oh no, it's around the corner. You know, they want to help you, and so I'm just really impressed with the town, the culture. The only thing I'd say about Rodrigues is like the dogs barking non-stop. Oh my god! Other than the dogs, like this place is awesome.
You should just, adopt a few, take them back, and they're 3 dogs.
I'm done with dogs. I've heard more dog barking in the last 5 days.
Jenny, your highlight, your best experience?
So, I don't know, I actually can hardly remember everything because there were so many stages, and I mean, there's 29 legs, and each one was really intense, and so it's hard to actually remember like one is a highlight. I think I'm still going to have to spend some time processing, going back onto each leg. It's going to take me a week to remember all the legs that we did, and to think them through, and to think about the highlights of each one. But for me, I think it's just being away from everyone, from technology, from cell phones. You're just at one with nature, with friends, and you're out in the open, just underneath the skies. Yeah, for me that's important. Yeah, fills my cup.
Sure. All right, Hank, you had some time to think. You read everyone else's.
No, not actually sure. Highlight, just the varying terrain. I wasn't quite expecting the steepness of the place, and I mean you got rocky islands, you got palm tree islands, you got
Islands with cats on.
Islands with cats on, yes. Islands with thorns on. Then you get the dry side where it's like thorn trees and sort of savanna feltish feel to it, and dry and hot. And then this side you got these lush jungle valleys with ferns everywhere and giant trees and moss. So that's fantastic. It's always varying, it's always beautiful. So that's a highlight of the race, just the terrain. And then secondly, what the race does itself. I just felt like I needed a reset of the benchmark. You come out here and the first 3 days you go through varying emotions, and then you have a switch, and then you go through others again, and you realize when something's hard, it goes over. You handle it and it's over, and then you can do the next thing.
Sure.
And how long you can suffer, and also it does nothing to you. So it's nice to think about those things. I know for the next couple of years probably any situation will be compared to this and be like, it's not that bad.
I find that happens a lot when you're adventurous. My mates want me to do a marathon. Oh, okay.
That was only like
4 hours. Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, thank you guys. Thanks for taking the time and for having the patience to sit through the show after your epic adventure.
Thank you for producing the show so that people around the world can see what it's like to go adventuring.
You chose this race for the media, and the great thing is in the next couple of days you guys get to sit down and watch media, basically. You've got your elevated adventure films, daily highlights that you so badly wanted to experience, and the crew are out here filming that. They've got 6 days worth of footage. You've got 6 live shows. You've got epic photos. So I mean, now rest up and get ready to take it all in tomorrow. You can actually relive your adventure, basically. So
Can't wait.
Thanks.
Sure, it's awesome.
We didn't see a lot of media as the last one at every transition in and out.
But they make it up with an entrance like this.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
I don't think the winner's got an entrance like this, to be honest.
Probably not.
So
what are they doing here?
The special, exactly. Oh, they really.
It's not fun. You should have made it harder.
No, they suffered as well. Hey? All right. Well, thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Alright, we're now going to cut to a segment with our technicality. We got our snippets jumbled up there, but before these teams actually came to the SUP, they had their last trek of 14 kilometers, and Craig Geezy joined the guys as they left the last transition, second last transition at T10 at cutoff, and caught the teams walking through the town or Port Mathurin. So here's Craig Geezy.
Very good morning on day 6, the last day, the final day for teams. They are going out on a big trek. winners, Greener Adventure. This was meant to be a 5-hour trek leg. They took 7. Some teams are going to be out here for 10 to 15 hours. So it's going to be a tough finish. They're going towards T11 on the SUP. And as you can see, they're going to come through town and head out into the dense vegetation on the island. Some steep climbs ahead. But the cool thing is that just before they go out, they are going to be getting some treats. Some teams are getting fresh bread. There's a beautiful smell of fresh bread. There's some small shops, so they're going to get chips and snacks. We spotted a shop over here. You can see they're going to get anything they can get their hands on. Some nice juice, nice honey, sweet treats, just to get them through those last couple of hours.
So Sexy en Steffi en Mika op parade en Marne laaste been. So 6-7 ure as op die beach en ek bel hulle vanaand die koue bier in die hand.
Lekker, Shades of Spunk heading out for the last trek. Messages of love for home.
Yes, this is our last day of this amazing adventure. Feet full of blisters and sore bodies, but we're ready for it and looking forward to share all the stories at home. Love you and see you in 2 days.
We have Team 46 Gienaars going to tackle the last big trek. How are you guys feeling?
I thought it was a small trick. What are you talking about?
This is just an opportunity for you guys just to reflect a bit and just send some messages back home. Anything you want to say?
Burger, wine, beer. Be ready. No, this is quite an epic adventure, I must say. I'm impressed with our team.
Oh, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Are you going to manage the hike? With this little
would be nice.
shoulder sling?
Yeah, absolutely.
We have all day long.
No rush.
Teams can also get some new socks. Bonjour, bonjour. They can even get some new socks too, so if all their socks are dirty for the last trek, no problem. There we go, some nice socks. Trekking pants, everything that you need here in Rodrigues. You can even get your bags for all your goodies, put your track on top, so everything that they need before they go out. So even hats, if you forgot your backpack, no problem. There we go, backpacks. Awesome hats. Some teams have lost everything. You can kit up before you go on this trek, guys. It's like awesome. So
You're looking forward to it. I know you've just started. What's it like walking through town like this?
It's busy. We are used to being out there somewhere where there's no one. So this is busy, but it's nice to refuel and get some Coke, cold Coke.
Cool, so you're going to stop at the shops on the way through?
Yeah, and maybe a Phoenix lemon.
Nice.
We are back and we're joined by a volunteer named Jean-Claude Akang, and what's very specific about inviting him is he was a volunteer. He's a local Rodriguan who was a volunteer among 50 others on the race, and with that, welcome Jean-Claude. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, we are.
Yes.
We love it because we always help for the events like this.
So you're a local on Rodrigues?
Yes, I'm local in Rodrigues.
And what do you do for a living? What is your day job?
My day job is the mechanical. I have my own garage.
Okay.
And also I do some rain car rental.
Okay.
Car rental and something volunteer, but I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you become a volunteer for Expedition Africa?
I don't understand.
How did you hear about the race?
Yeah, about the race.
Yes.
It is very nice. I say that was very nice experience for me.
Yes.
And for our people, our official was here for enjoy this time with you together with all the team. That for me is a nice moment with all the people
Yes.
who is coming from 25 countries.
Did you work with other foreign people in the areas? You team up and work with international people?
Yes.
What countries, do you know?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's South Africa.
Yes. Okay.
But everybody I meet on the truck, it was very nice, and I changed the.
Yes, there are details and you chat. Yeah. And this race, do you think one day you will race a expedition?
One day.
One day you race? You'll participate?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, what? If I?
Yeah, you race. Will you race?
Me?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But what I'm doing, I can say I'm doing every day I do cancel the same, because I do all the job for the truck making for the trail here.
Ah, okay.
All what you see in the tree, it's me. I'm
So-
doing this always.
So Sunday there's a trail race?
Yes, we are.
Did you make the trail?
I make already the marking for 25 kilometer, and we have 12 kilometer also. I did already, and cleaning the track everywhere, while the team passing also. I was there this morning
Sure.
to make some cleaning and the marking. It's already ready for Sunday.
Okay.
But we have another trails coming next month, and same like you know, we have a big trails coming also on November.
Yes.
International
Yes,
trail.
your 50 kilometer.
Yeah, 52 kilometer,
52.
and we have four race
Yes.
for this day.
Fantastic. Are you tired from working?
No, never. We are never tired, because we love this this events. I think we love when we love that thing like this. We never tired. We want to go always.
You seem like you love Rodrigues. How long have you lived in Rodrigues?
53 years.
Your whole life? Your whole
Wow,
life?
love, yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
You have a beautiful country.
Thank you.
It is magical.
I've been in Egypt, in Mozambique. I worked in Egypt 2 years, and in Mozambique I was there also for 6 months. In Zimbabwe also, and around I can say in Africa and in Australia also I was there before.
And
I prefer
Rodrigues.
here.
No,
I prefer
no
stay
place
here.
like home.
We have time to live.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time to live. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
important.
That's very important for us.
Very.
Yeah,
yes.
no stress.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you
And thank you
yourself.
for your help.
Okay.
Okay.
But next time,
Yeah.
in 3 years,
Maybe
again.
I'll come run your trail race one day.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank
I
you.
would like to see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Morning.
Sunday I'll be there.
Sunday morning.
Yes, definitely.
At
8 o'clock.
8
Yes,
o'clock.
I'll be there.
Start. Yeah.
Okay, you can
Okay, see
stay.
you.
You can stay just here. All right, we're gonna now play you our last little snippet of the day before I bring on Craig and Annabelle, who'll be joining us for the show, just to say our goodbyes. So here is our last "It's All About Love" snippet.
We're coming for you.
What, are you talking about the beers?
No, about our families.
Oh, okay.
Heading straight back.
Team 33, our theme is "It's All About Love." What's it like seeing each other at transitions?
It's like first love all over again.
I love it. I think it just encourages, hey?
No, it just sort of invigorated me. It just gave me some new energy. I was in a fairly low spot, and it just sort of popped me right on top again. And yeah, I was walking with a certain little jump in my step there for the rest of the night. It was pretty cool.
Cool, guys. A little kiss. Here we go.
Thanks, man.
Got to get the
right one.
That's the wrong one. I'm the real love.
Okay, we almost had a little bit of a whoopsie there.
And they
It's all
didn't
a-
see each other for 2 months.
Yeah,
2
we're
months.
2 months apart.
Really?
Yes. Saw
Guys?
him yesterday for the first time.
And what was it like?
Amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I couldn't wait for that.
He didn't smell too nice, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, it was
Love has no boundaries.
Sure.
Yeah. So now it's almost done.
Yeah. We
Getting
just
there.
have to make haste of it.
Cool, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Team?
Yeah.
All right, and so I mean we're towards the end of the show, and I just really wanted to take the time to spend some time with Craig and Annabelle. You guys know them; you've seen them in the little snippets. They've had to deal with my high demands and have run around the island, working really, really hard. Hey guys,
How you going?
I'm good, thank you. Annabelle's nervous.
No, never.
A little bit. Craig.
Yeah,
What's it
it's
like?
kind of
kinda
strange.
weird, yeah.
We're like used to being sort of behind in front of camera, and like now suddenly the bright lights are on. We've got our director sitting here, and we're feeling a little bit nervous, if we have to be honest. But we're very happy being here. Thanks very much for including us in the segment.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. If you guys don't know, Annabelle's actually from New Zealand. If you're picking up an accent, that's important to note. If you've been wondering this entire time on the show. But now, guys, the race
Not
is over.
Australian.
Not Australian. The show's over, so what's happening tomorrow?
We're doing local fun stuff in the morning. We've actually been really... What camera do we look into, by the way?
The one that's got a light on, but
Okay.
mainly that one. Well, just talk to me. We're just having a
sorry.
conversation.
Okay, so we've been actually really lucky, haven't we? We've done quite a few of the cool fun things like abseiling and zip lining. So tomorrow, I think, and you're coming too, T, I believe. We're all going to the Via Ferrata, so that's going to be fun.
So for the local South African people that don't know, I have invited a couple of people to watch the show, but the Via Ferrata is basically a ropes course that is set up on a nice steep...
We don't really have those in South
Yeah,
Africa.
we don't have, so
We just go running on a
we're
race
pretty excited to jump on. We're all clipped on, so Mom, it's fine. We're not going to fall, hopefully. But we'll get some footage,
Fingers
hopefully.
crossed. Yeah, it's cool.
We get to have some fun, basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys have been working hard. Has it been fun? What have you guys thought about the whole experience? And
Play hard.
from a volunteer's perspective, being involved in media, what did you guys think of the race overall?
Ladies first.
Gosh, so polite. I mean, it was awesome. It was so dynamic, and I remember looking at the map before it began, and it just looked like a big nest, you know, of lines and transitions and checkpoints and things. But as the race went on, it made a lot more sense, and you could sort of, you learnt that, you know, yes, the athletes are going to go from TA9 back to TA7, and it actually totally makes sense. So no, it was really cool, and it was fun, and it was always changing, and the tides had a huge part to play, which we imagined they would. And so yeah, everything, curveballs were thrown all over the place, but it was, as a media point of view, personally, I thought it was just awesome. We just got to hoon around all day, interact with everyone, and every day I was like, we should go play today. So it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a case of a very good balance between work and play. I think sort of adventure media would be a good way to express what we were doing. So there were times where we were under a little bit of pressure in terms of timelines, but we always pulled through, and it's really great being at an event like this and just really telling the story. And thanks to you and your guidance, Terence, for that. And
So,
working with this crazy New Zealander.
Yes.
You know, before we get all soppy and say our thank yous to everyone in the background, we've been trying to teach Annabelle how to say but and China.
Pronunciation on the B and the T.
Exactly, but. You guys went out a lot, and every time you guys came back, you were full of excitement. There was obviously a lot going on. So, like, did you guys have any real funny moments, or your own sleep monsters, or your own bloopers that we should know about that happened in the background?
I mean, it was hard. It does sound fun. It was fun. It was awesome, but it was exhausting. And sometimes you would just like, well, I think for me it was at the turtle park where it took like the tortoise park. Wow, different species, land and water.
took us like 7 goes to get one simple clip.
Yeah.
And Craig was like, day 4, day 4. I was like, no, it's day 3. And then I kept getting my finger on the lens, and by the end of it we were just in bits, so we had to like just take a breather.
Yeah.
But what about you, Craig?
Yeah, I think the excitement too is sometimes it works and sometimes media doesn't work. And you know, running around chasing teams, even though you've got your content brief, something happens. So you literally stop the car, jump out, shoot what you think is going to be good. You either nail it first time or you don't, and that's part of the fun. Just getting back to the funny part, there was one sort of moment, I mean, we get on very well, and I think that sort of allowed us to really
You're making me nervous here.
get good content. But what happened was there was a moment where we had to get back to HQ quite fast, and there was an urgency of getting there. I was driving safely, and apparently, according to Miss Bella here, the speed limit is like 20 kilometers per hour. And after the 10th reference to my driving ability, I calmly slowed the vehicle down and then proceeded to walk towards the passenger side.
And I thought he was actually stopping it. He stopped right outside a really yummy one of the food stores that had like really yummy meatballs. I was like, yes, we're getting snacks.
And I'm like, no, I'm not getting food, you drive. You're complaining about my driving now.
He opened the door and he was just like, get out, you're driving. I was like, I'm not getting out.
But I mean, how fast were you going? Because the speed limit, the national, or the any given road limit here is 40 kilometers an hour.
He was going about 65. And I just get worried.
65 over or just 65?
No, 65. It was like children and dogs. And
45.
I can tell you I'm South African.
45. 45.
That was fun.
But we always got to places safe.
Craig is you are a really good driver. I can't believe how you find your way around.
Just because you're on TV now, you don't have to say that.
No. Okay. And for the record, Craig is a geography teacher, so he just has a very good reference to
location. Yeah. All right, I don't want to keep anyone much longer. Annabelle came to me afterwards, and Annabelle's been really good with the admin, and every time I haven't thought about something, she comes to me with a list on her cell phone and goes, Terence, I reckon we got to have a look at these, and make this work. And one of the things that she did bring up, which is why they're actually on the show, is thank yous. So I'm going to start first and actually just say, because I know Annabelle has a list that doesn't reference us, well, it references everything else, but I just want to say, thanks for joining in on the vision, guys. There's more in the background. Elevated assisted us with a lot of the technical aspects that went wrong, like our sound earlier today. But thank you to you two for hearing out my vision, carrying out my vision, and doing it with high fives all the way, man. We've done something special. A lot of people have played a role, but I don't think anyone's played a bigger role than you two. So thank you.
It was an absolute pleasure. Thanks you.
Gosh, so formal. No, T, it was awesome. I think the three of us just did such a good. We all, we bounced off each other, and I think we went really well. And communication was key, and I think we nailed it.
It was awesome. You had your list with you to do your
No,
official thank yous?
And we've scripted this a little bit, so we've taken your lead here, so I'll start, and then we'll just go back and forth.
Gentlemen first.
We just thought, on behalf of all of us in the live media team, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of the other media team, a very, very special thank you to you, Heidi and Stefan. It's been really an absolute privilege and honor being able to be part of this magnificent event, and to have the opportunity to come to a place like this and gather content, engage with the teams. It's just been very, very special. So our first thank you is to Heidi and Stefan.
Cool. I'd just like, on now everyone's behalf, to just thank the community of Rodrigues for having us in your home. This place is untouched by tourism, it seems, to a vast degree, and it's so cool. It's literally like we have just stepped into your lounge room and like hanging out watching TV or something. So
we did barge in and put our feet on the table, basically.
Basically, that's a good analogy, T. So thanks for having us. You've had us with open arms, and I loved it. Like one of my first mornings here, I was going for a run, and this dude just pooned past in the scooter, and he just mouthed up. You could just see what he was saying, like hello. It was just cool. So the colour, everything's so colourful, and everyone's happy and willing to help, and probably wondering what on earth we were doing, hooning around far too fast. As you know, our previous volunteer, Rodrigues volunteer, said, you know, we have time to live, and that's so true. You do. We should all take a page out of your book. So thank you.
Cool. The third thank you that we've got is just to the broader media team. You know, we work all under very, very tight schedules. As you know, that we started the show with the absolutely exquisite video highlight of the day, which is produced daily by a very experienced video crew, Elevated Adventure Films with Simon, Charlotte, and Quinn and Ian and Dewald. They are running around getting content, producing it, doing the edits, all before this live show, and that's amazing. We've also got two photographers for the event, Bruce and Kirsten, and then also we had the great privilege of the worm Jacques Marais joining us, just to add a whole new dimension for the visual images that are going out. And yeah, it's really great to be part of that.
And not to
amazing
mention,
team.
we had sleepmonsters.com and,
Yes.
and Tristan, our PR, doing our press releases. Yeah.
So it's a
team
whole,
that worked
whole
together.
big team. So thanks very much to all those people. Yeah, awesome.
I think Simon's trying to show Quinn here. Quinn, as your executive producer, I demand that you put the camera on you. Quinn for the first time ever is manning the show. He has sat by me enthusiastically every single night in this most stressful time, wanting to know how the system works. And I made the mistake of promising, not the mistake, I made the good fortune of promising him that he would get to produce the last show. And on our biggest show ever, he's actually done a very good job. So wave to camera, Quinn, you're famous.
Yay, Quinny!
Alright, swing it back over. We got someone who's hijacked our show.
Hi.
We just want to do a couple more thank yous.
Oh yeah, run through them.
Yeah, the
Well,
athletes.
that's all.
Okay, so
they're volunteers.
while they argue about it, I'll say thanks to the athletes.
Yes.
You're all heroes, you're all super brave,
Amazing.
you're all slightly crazy,
Amazing.
but we appreciate it because without you guys, we wouldn't be able to be here filming this, recording this, and being able to scout these incredible locations. So thanks, guys. We hope we see you next year in the city.
And we hope you've had as much fun as we have.
Right, you said what was the next one? You volunteers.
And yeah, volunteers. Thank you, volunteers.
Yes. Thank you everybody at all the transitions, all the checkpoints. These guys have literally done the whole course, little sleep, and yeah, it's been pretty amazing. And our last thank you.
And Anton for being our professional dot watcher. Thank you, Anton.
Dot keeper.
Dot keeper.
The
Keeper
dot
of the
keeper.
dots.
Without Anton, we would have no dots. So thanks, Anton.
Our actual dot watcher was Stain. He also played a big role.
Yes.
Stain is our statistic stain. Statistic stain. Doesn't roll off the tongue. Sorry, Stain.
Is that your thank yous?
Done.
And
I'm tired, guys.
I'm going to do last. High fives to Terence. We're not going to get all emotional, but Terence from Adventure Life has been instrumental for piecing this live show, and it's just from my side, Terence, it's been a real privilege working with you and learning from you. I think we gel very well as a live team, and I've had an absolute blast. I've worked so hard, but it's been very rewarding. I'd just like to say that again. I've worked really hard, but Terence knows exactly what he wants, and it's great working with him.
Thanks, team.
Cool.
Alright, Quinn, don't cut to me. Let's keep it nice and wide over here.
Because he's crying.
We're just going to say just a big thank you. This is the official goodbye from ExpAfrica.Live, and thank you for your belief in the show, your time to watch it,
Cool, thanks.
and for following this race. With that, we
Now
say...
go and watch all our videos and share all our
Yes,
videos
of
and
course.
all our photos
Rodrigues. We love
and
Rodrigues.
all our stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And 3, 2, 1.
We love Rodrigues!
Bye!
I'll give you some marker. Just keep us going through these rides.
Perfect, cheers.